So I wanted to have a coffee chat this morning and talk about some of your challenges because I have a feeling a lot of them are pretty similar across industries. And what are we all doing as leaders, as mentors, as educators? And yes, if you are a leader and you are training people, if you are guiding them, if you are coaching, if they're coming to you with anything, you are also an educator. So what are we doing about virtual training and morale and development and actually not only keeping up with our training, but becoming better? Okay, and the employee engagement. We don't get to see everybody in our offices every day. We're out of our norm. So what steps are we taking to ensure that we are getting better? Here's what I've learned about virtual training. Now, I was in virtual training before, but if you have participated in law enforcement training specifically with me during COVID crisis, then I took, and my partners, a live workshop and we transferred it into purely online training. I've had some questions. Hey, what is that doing? Are you getting the same out of it? Are you building those relationships? How are you making it personal? Well, I'll tell you what, I do think that you can either become more personal and have stronger relationships through virtual training, or you can definitely miss the mark and lose all that relationship building, that rapport building, okay, that intimate training setting that we all crave. You can definitely lose it by going online. It's all about your delivery, all about your formatting and how you set it up. So what I've seen, and even what my students have told me, is that from a 6-hour or 8-hour live workshop to a 6-week training, they are now getting all of that workshop material and they're getting a private networking community that we are building for them. And they are getting coaching from me and my staff, because we're not with them for just 6 hours or 8 hours trying to get it all in and maybe some small talk during lunch or on class breaks, but we actually get to join them on this developmental journey of 6 weeks. It's been absolutely phenomenal watching them grow, getting their questions, and we get to actually take the training deeper because they can come back midweek and say, hey, we implemented our Sunday night training and here's what we learned and here's what we found. And then we get to say, okay, let's do more. Let's take it one step further. Let's grow, let's push, let's challenge ourselves and go beyond what we thought the curriculum, where we thought it was going to take us. We've actually gone deeper and further in this training than, even as one of the co-founders and curriculum creators, we've gone deeper than I thought we were going to get to go. And it's been absolutely incredible. So definitely take advantage of the convenience and flexibility of virtual training, right? You get to do it from home. You get to do it on your time. If you do it the way that I do, then you can go live and give people recordings so it can fit their schedule, right? They don't miss out, right? And they can take ownership and hold themselves accountable for participating in training. And it's really been this incredible growth, this incredible opportunity. But I do think it has to be done the right way. If you're just recording and putting it up there for straight information deliverance, that definitely works. Absolutely. Okay, anything that requires class discussion or a little more transparency, or maybe is a little more subjective in content, if you're talking about personalities and communication and developmental fears, if you're talking about employee engagement, morale, right? What makes people work? You have to be able to have conversations with your students, right? You have to be able to take your training, take what you have learned as a leader, and then engage your employees with what you've learned. And you've got to be able to do it virtually right now, at least for hopefully just the immediate future. I know things are starting to change, but there's going to be a transition, right? We went into all virtual, we went into social distancing. Things are starting to open back up. If you're in Georgia with me, you've been open for, I don't know, almost a month, I think. But there's definitely a bizarre transition, right? How do we go from being social all the time to don't talk to each other, don't be around each other, to virtual up here, to let's now reintegrate? It's definitely been a journey. It's going to be a process. There's a learning curve for all of us. So let me know your thoughts, your questions. What have you done virtually that you were doing in person before? And how's it going? How's it working out? And if you're not in training for something, definitely take advantage of this time, right? Take your flexible time where you don't have to travel, right? You don't have to adjust for coverage or for staff meetings or anything else, right? You can train in your pockets of time, which is incredible. Great time management, great way to leverage and improve and get better. So we can definitely talk about that. But also, if you're not in training, if you are the one running your staff meetings right now via Zoom meeting or whatever platform you're using, what are you doing, right? How are you getting that authentic feedback from your people? How are you remaining connected through a screen? This will be imperative to figure out and master if we're going to grow and move forward into the next set of challenges that will come our way. Because that is our journey, right? We learn, we grow, we get challenged, we falter, we adjust, we succeed, we go on to the next thing, we're challenged, we learn again, we grow some more until we find our way to success over and over again. But if you're like me, those successes don't just run on repeat. You get the joy of faltering and failing forward before you reach the next great success. So, virtual training, pros, cons, how we do it the right way, and how is it working for you?